Showing you guys a card trick that I learned a while ago. It's a very simple card trick, but it gets a very good reaction from the crowd, the audience, the person, whatever it is. And so yeah, so here we go. So I have this deck of cards here. I've been doing this the whole time, cutting them, mixing them up, whatever. So I'm going to show you that the cards are all mixed up. They're not in any order or anything. There's nothing like the four queens aren't together, aces aren't together, whatever. No patterns, no nothing. It's just all mixed up. I'll give them a few more shuffles, and then I'll show you again that they're all just randomized shuffle deck of cards. Okay. I'm actually going to move this down so you can see the cards while I do the trick. So what you want to do is you want to shuffle them up like this until the audience says okay, and then you stop and you give them two cards. One card here, 8 of diamonds, and the other card here, the 5 of spades. Okay? Remember these two cards? It's okay that I know them for this trick. It's okay. 8 of diamonds, 5 of spades. Put them back on the top like that, and then you mix them back in. I'll even cut them like this so you can see that I'm doing it legit. Giving them a few cuts, and then again you wait until the audience says okay. They say okay right there. Now what you're going to do is you're going to deal these cards into 4 piles. Sorry, I had to adjust the camera. Deal these cards into 4 piles. Try to keep all 4 on the camera here. Okay, that's good. So you want to go kind of fast here, but it's okay if you take your time as well. Like I said, this is a very simple trick. You don't have to have very good sleight of hand or anything like that. It kind of does it itself. But anyways, here we go. Once you get all the cards dealt into the 4 piles, now remember, genuinely shuffle deck of cards, you get 4 piles. You want to ask the audience to pick a pile, and then you'll take 2 piles, and then they are left with the last pile. So let's say the audience takes this second pile here. I'm going to take this third pile, and I'm going to take this first pile. So that leaves them with these 2 piles. Sorry. So these are my 2, these are the audience 2 right here. I'm going to take one of my piles, and I'm going to give them a cut. And then I'm going to take my other pile, give it a cut, and then I'm going to mix my 2 piles up here. Shuffle them up, and give them another cut. Just like that. I'll leave that here. And then I'll grab the audience's 2 piles. Now, normally the audience could do this themselves, but since there's no one here, give them a shuffle and give them a cut. We'll give them another cut just for good measure. So now this right here is the audience pile. This is my pile. I'm going to take my pile, flip it upside down, and shuffle it into the audience's pile while upside down, like this. Just like that. And we'll give them a cut. So now obviously there are face up cards and face down cards. So if you remember the 2 cards that I gave you earlier, it was the 8 of diamonds and the 5 of spades, I believe. So if we spread the cards out, I'm going to try to find your card. But if you notice, all of the face up cards on this side of the pile are black. All of the face up cards are black except for one, which is one of your cards. I'll leave it right there. Can't see it, I'm sorry. Right here. We'll leave it right there. Now if we flip the cards over and we spread them out again, all of the face up cards are red except for one right there being black, and that is the 2 cards you got at the beginning. All the face up cards are red on this side. Alright, so now I'll show you how to do it. Got some time left here. So what you want to do is, while you're talking to them, explaining them, right, you want to cut the cards, don't shuffle them, because the cards you want to set up in a way that are red, black, red, black, red, black, all the way through, right? So that you don't want to have any black on black or red on red. A good way to tell that you did it right is the top card and the bottom card are separate colors. Anyways, when you cut cards like this, it actually does not change the order of the deck. So the deck always stays in the same exact order. It's just the top card is, like, the order is shifting. It's not changing. Anyways, when you give them your 2 cards, you want to take the first card off the top, show them, and then take the second card off the top and slide it behind it and show them both cards like this. 2 of diamonds, 6 of spades. You put it back on the top, and now it's red on red. So that way, you know these 2 cards, and you're putting red on top of red, and you mix them back in. Again, you don't want to shuffle yet because that would change the order of the deck. Then you want to deal the cards into 4 different piles. Go a little bit faster here. And so once you take the 2 cards out and put them in and mix up the order of the deck, then the trick is basically over and your work is basically over. So then you have the 4 piles. You want to take the first and the third pile and mix them together because they're all red except for their black card. And the second and the fourth pile, you want to mix them together because they're all black except for their one card. And then you want to shuffle one in upside down like this, and then boom, you have a magic trick. So that's my card trick. That's my demonstration speech. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.